a photo of yourself and you want to clean it up, the best way to do that is with the Liquify menu. So currently this lovely gentleman model has some bags under his eyes. There is this lovely tool called the healing tool. You may see it on your defaults. It looks like a band-aid. Mine is not here, so I'm going to hit the dot dot dot, and all my extra stuff is appended down here. And I'm looking for what's called the Spot Healing Brush tool. The family is J, so if you don't see it, you can hit J and it should highlight for you. There's a few tools in the J family, so make sure you're on the band-aid with the little dot around. How this works is it creates a paintbrush. And so at the top here, I'm just going to make my paintbrush be round, should default that, and make my circle. See how it's super large? A little bit smaller, so it's about the size of my errors. From there, you simply can click. So pretend this freckle was actually a pimple. We'll pretend, okay? You just make sure you're on the person's layer, and you click on the freckle, and I'm on the person layer. There you go, see person selected. And, I need to first rasterize my layer. So I'm gonna right click my text here and rasterize my layer. So the little box is gone. I'm on my person and I click and poof, his pimple, in this case freckle, is gone. Do the same deal with the bags under the eyes. Obviously the paintbrush there was a little bit too big, so grab some extra stuff. So I'm gonna make it a little smaller. And there's that line, and poof, that bag is gone, that bag is gone. So if you need to clean up anything, have a stray, by all means, that is a great way to clean up any pieces of your photo. I know we haven't looked at ourselves without a mask on in a while. So if you need to remove any blemishes, freckles, pimples, whatever you want, you can clean up your photo with the Spot Healing tool. Another step that you often see in editing photos is actually this Liquify menu. How the Liquify menu works is it opens up a separate tab and say, okay. And when it opens up that separate tab, it will give you this feature over here. It's new to 2020, this face guy. Mine clearly can't use it. My graphics card is a little bit too hard. But it'll have all these aware spaces, and when you hover, it will default because yours is probably more RAM than my home computer. But it allows you to adjust the size of everything. If you want to adjust, you simply can use the slider to scale. The original way it was done was with the bloat and pucker tool, so it requires less RAM to do those, so I'm just going to do those. So if I wanted to bloat to make the eye larger, I would use the size of my brush to figure out what area. See, way too big, so I'm going to go a little bit way too small, and I'm able to grab the eyeball. That looks good, and I'm able to like bloat, so all of a sudden his eyes became larger. Yeah. I'm also able to, pucker, so I could do that with the lips too. If I wanted fuller lips, I'd have a smaller brush. And this is what they do on magazine covers. It's that whole body dysmorphia we see, but this is actual skills and actual jobs, which is why it's my job to show it to you. Which again, it allows you to show that nothing we see on a screen is actually real. And this is how they achieve it. So they're able to pucker and bloat your lips. You could also pinch in. So if you wanted to narrow something, this one over here allows you to narrow, and I could choose to narrow his nose a little bit. You can even move, so this move smudge tool almost allows me to pucker to kind of bring in his neck and make it longer. And then I would make that equal on both sides. Yes. Okay, so you're able to kind of pucker, give yourself a cleaner jawline if you wanted to. So those are some steps under the Liquify menu. If you hit cancel, it will disappear. If you hit OK, it will apply. So if you want to pucker or enlarge or tweak, you can. It will come back to your original one. Poof, there are my larger eyes. Okay. So if you want to clean up your photo, those are the steps we would take to do so.